Hi, I'm Jerry, and today I'd like to introduce you to another new Tamron lens. This is the brand new 28-200mm F2.8 to 5.6 RXD lens for Sony FE cameras, so Sony full frame mirrorless cameras. This is a really good bit of news for Tamron. Tamron have been developing a really solid, really nice range of Sony compatible lenses in recent times, with the recently introduced 70-180, the 28-75, the 17-28 2.8 zooms, and the three primes that we've had previously: 20mm, 24mm and 35mm. This really now completes a nice picture for Tamron. It gives them, in addition to all of the fast f2.8 lenses they've released previously, this now gives them a travel zoom, something that you can use in all occasions, right the way from 28mm wide angle all the way through to 200mm in one lens. The important thing about this lens is, Tamron have got a great heritage of producing all-in-one zooms for various different camera fits, but this is their first one for Sony FE mount, Sony full frame mount. The important thing about this lens is it's f2.8 at its widest zoom range, which is a really groundbreaking thing. It's the first in the world of this particular zoom range. F2.8 to 5.6 means you can still use the aperture in a really meaningful kind of way. You can still blur out your backgrounds and have a fabulous time, and it kind of reflects the quality of the Sony A7 type cameras, A9 cameras, that kind of thing. So it's a brand new lens. Today we're on the 11th of June 2020. Today is the first pre-launch to the press and to our dealers and to the public, we love it. I've received this lens over the weekend myself, so I've only had it for a couple of days, but it's clearly, this is a really big moment for Tamron. Look out for it. I think you're going to like it. It's been really interesting playing with it over the last day or so. So I'm going to take you through a few of the features in the lens, some of the things that it has going on with it. First of all, it's an RXD lens. That is Tamron's best focusing system. It's a really nice focusing system. It's ultra quiet. It really is quiet when you're using it. It's also really good for video for that reason. I was mucking about with it just out on my driveway, putting it in video mode and taking it around with the camera, and I couldn't believe it, because everything you pointed it at, it was just almost instantly in focus. It's a bit like just looking at stuff with your eyes and focusing on things. It was so quick. But even when you're out and about, if you're moving from near to far and changing your focal point quite often, again, it was really nice that it was reacting so quickly to what you are asking for it to focus on, whether that be in continuous mode or in single point mode. It didn't really make a lot of difference. Also, another really nice thing that it's compatible with is Sony's DMF, their direct manual focus, where you can autofocus onto your subject, and then you can just override by moving the focusing ring on the lens. It's really nice because that then magnifies on the screen on the back of the camera what you're looking at, so that you can really make sure that you've nailed focus and got it as sharp as it possibly can be. Fabulous for macro, fabulous when you're getting up close to stuff. And one of the things this lens is really good at is getting up close to things. Just looking at a couple of the technical details, so minimum focus at the 200mm end of the zoom is 80 centimeters from the subject, and that gives you a 1 to 3.8 reproduction ratio, which is really nice, or a magnification ratio. At the wide angle end at 28, you can get down to 19 centimeters object distance, which is so close, it's ridiculous. combine that with the f2.8 and it means that you can focus really close onto a subject, but you can still get the background blurring out really nicely. So again, you've got the opportunity to use this lens in a really creative really creative kind of way. So a couple of the other technical features on this lens. It's 117 millimeters long. So it's a really small lens. It's lovely and compact, and it only weighs 575 grams. So when you're carrying it around, it's a really great weight when you add it to your camera. It in fact is almost identical in size to our 28-200mm F2.8. So this lens will give you the opportunity to go around with just one lens on your camera and capture everything from wide angle through to telephoto, and maximise the opportunity you've got if you want to travel nice and lightweight. I went out recently, I've been taking a few pictures around and about, and what I tried to put together is a few pictures that we can show you. Some shot at the wide angle end at 28, getting pretty much down to minimum focus. And then also moving through into the 200mm end of the zoom. There's a few examples, and it gives you 5.6 at the 200mm end. So some of the images that you see here demonstrate that again is really useful for blurring out the background and creating some lovely images. This will be launching in the UK with a suggested retail price of £799. So for a lens that takes you right the way through such a massive range, 28 through to 200, it's a really nice thing to add to your camera. So if you want to get one of the first ones of these in the market, get in touch with your local UK retailer, and I'm sure they'll be delighted to bring one through for you. Thanks very much for listening, and of course pop through onto our Facebook page. All of the updates for this product will be on there, as they will for the rest of the Tamron range, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for watching.